This is William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We are here at the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board meeting, the agency known as DART to Dallas, Texas residents. As a service to the Dallas community, we plan to cover DART board meetings from gavel to gavel. Public comments are required to keep DART board aware of issues close to the ridership that they may not get through other resources.
Good evening. It is now 6:38 p.m. Today, Tuesday, July 11, 2017, and we will begin our Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board of Directors meeting. Thank you for joining us. The first item we have on the agenda this evening is the approval of the minutes from the June 27th meeting. Do we have any changes or adjustments? Okay, so the meetings will stand as written. The next item we have is public comments. And general public comments will be allowed at the beginning of each DART board meeting for a total of 30 minutes. And again, at the end of the meeting, when the 30-minute period does not accommodate all persons who have signed up to speak. Individuals who have addressed the board in the past 30 days will be recognized to speak during the public comment period at the end of the meeting. Each speaker will have 3 minutes to address the board. The green light on the podium will indicate when you can begin speaking, and the yellow light indicates you have 1 minute remaining, and the red light indicates your time has expired. The first speaker we have this evening is Sheila Barkowski.
Thank you. First, I'd like to say I apologize. I usually dress a lot better, but my town requested that I wear this t-shirt, so. My name is Sheila Barkowski, and I'm a homeowner in Addison, Texas. I have had the opportunity twice now to come to these DART meetings to show my support for the long-promised Cotton Belt Line. And to those board members who supported the Cotton Belt Line, particularly those who may have lost their seats, I wish to extend my thanks and appreciation for their support. Though I acknowledge constraints my town's representatives may have been under during the last special meeting, I was expecting a bit stronger advocacy from them to reiterate why Addison and other cities are entitled to the fulfillment of an original contract or commitment made by DART to the citizens well over 30 years ago. D2s were not promised in 1983. The Cotton Belt was. There were 2 things that struck me at that special meeting. One was the number of times someone said, "This is not about the Cotton Belt." It reminded me of that old saying, when someone says it's not about the money, it's about the money. Second, the number of times someone talked about sustainable or unsustainable debt. Even with an 17% increase in ridership fees, one wonders if DART itself is sustainable debt or no debt. As such, I am at a loss to understand the wisdom of seemingly engaging in a game of chicken with the town of Addison. Our town's contribution may be relatively small compared to other cities, but that doesn't make it any less significant to a revenue-challenged agency such as DART. As a taxpayer, I am tired of paying or having tax dollars diverted for a promise that seems to be once again in jeopardy of being tabled. Indeed, if the board does not proceed with the Cotton Belt Line as detailed in the 2017 budget, I can say with absolute certainty that the Cotton Belt will never be built. In fact, I think I can safely say that every street in downtown Dallas will have its own D2 before the Cotton Belt will be completed. To be frank, I personally have some severe reservations that light rail is worth the money that has been spent or will be spent. Given that we are on the verge of a technological revolution, it is entirely possible that light rail could be today's version of the horse and buggy, in which case perhaps Addison's response to a possible tabling of the Cotton Belt yet again is to go ahead and make my day. Thank you.
Sorry, I have no other speakers signed up other than Ms. Silver at the end of the meeting. We have no other agenda items. Sorry about that. I do have an item here. And I know you need to recuse yourself. So before Mr. Wageman leaves, happy birthday, Mr. Wageman. Okay. And also want to welcome two new board members we have with us tonight. Ms. Dominique Torres, welcome, and Mr. John Petrell Killen, welcome. And many of you have heard that we're going back to Washington. Gary and I and Mr. Oliver will go headed back to Washington tomorrow. So wish us luck in our endeavors. The board will also be taking a summer break after this meeting. Our next scheduled meeting is August 8th. I did hear a request for perhaps a call meeting. If that should happen, I'll be sure and let you know, okay? Now, the next item we're going to go to is item number 3, which came through the Administrative Committee. If you could take that, please, Ms. Lake. Well, they work for everybody else, Mr. Wageman.
I know. I'm taking it personally. So, Madam Chairman, I recuse myself from item number 3. My law firm represents the entity that's actually issuing the insurance policy, Berkeley. We don't represent them on this matter, nor do we represent this particular subsidiary, but we do represent the company. So with that, I'm going to recuse myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wageman. Okay, Ms. Lake.
On the consent agenda, approval of the Owner's Protected Professional Indemnity Policy for the Red and Blue Line Platform Extension Project. It did come before the Administrative Committee, and I move for approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for consent item number 3. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, the item passes unanimously. We're back to public comments. Ms. Phyllis Silver.
Thank you very much. I'm Phyllis Silver of Addison, Texas, and I'm a member of DART's Citizen Advisory Committee and a former chair of this committee. This evening, as I address the board, I offer a special welcome to the new DART board members. A few weeks ago, I addressed the board with similar comments to what I'm going to be making. However, since the new members were not yet in place, I'm returning to deliver my message. Nowadays, just as our domestic economy has become a global economy, we need transit systems that are regional in nature in order for them to be successful. I ask that the board select a financing method that will allow the Cotton Belt line to be built on a timely basis. We need an east-west rail connection. Currently, DART rail lines run north-south, and we need connectivity. The emphasis needs to be on good transportation for the region. This is not a matter of Dallas versus the suburbs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Silver. We appreciate you. Are there any other members of the public who would like to speak? Okay, being no other speakers, and we've concluded our agenda for tonight. It is now 6:46 p.m. and the meeting stands adjourned. Thank you.
Ms. William, hopefully your favorite videographer. We love comments. If you don't like the way DART is handling things, lay it out for everyone to see. If you like or hate this video, tell us. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, tell us. We even love it when you call. Better yet, like or follow us on Facebook or subscribe to us on YouTube and get instant notices of all our videos